Hey, Next 50, Coach Valerie here with another chai chat. I got my little blue bird of happiness today. So grab a cup of your favorite beverage and sit down and enjoy this chat. Now, in the last chai chat, I gave an introduction to biological markers. Specifically, I explained what they are, and then I went through a detailed alphabetical list. In this Next 50 news you can use, I'm going to talk about aging theories and lifespan. So let's begin with some theories on aging. First, most of us experience aging. It is an unavoidable process. But understanding that process may help us positively influence aspects of it that can engender better health and wellness. Now, currently, there are two theories of aging, and both have at their foundation the process of aging. Now, these two theories are known as programmed and damage error. The programmed theory implies that aging follows a biological timetable regulated by changes in gene expression, its maintenance, repair, and defense. And the damage error theory emphasizes environmental concerns like the cumulative impact over the course of one's entire life. Now, mind you, these are nutshell versions. For more information, I found a great paper here called Modern Biological Theories of Aging, and I have linked it here. It will be on the blog, the Next 50 Fit blog. Now, human lifespan is not predictable. Not. Some predictable lifespans, for example, are elephants. They live consistently and approximately for 70 years. Or mice, which live consistently and approximately for 2 to 3 years. However, our mortality is actually measured in phases. So the first phase is the longer you live, the longer you're expected to live. The second phase is that the human death rate is at its lowest between 10 and 40 years of age. And the third phase is our mortality rate exceeds rapidly between the ages of 40 to 100. Okay. Now, let's revisit those two theories again. Programmed theory, this is measured and sequential switching on and off of certain genes. Now, included in this theory are 4 more theories. First is the endocrine theory. This is basically your biological clock or the pace in which one ages. Next is the immunological theory. This is the programmed decline in immune system function that leads to vulnerability to disease. Next is the endocrine theory. This is the glands and the tissues that release hormones and that works with the metabolic system. And then we have our immune system, which I have had a chai chat on. This is a complex and integrative system of organs and tissues and cells and cell products, all of which protect us from pathogenic organisms and substances. Now to the second theory, the damage error theory. This is basically what we all associate with aging, from fragile bones to weakened vision, to mild cognitive impairment, to loss of strength. Yet many of these changes can be positively influenced through nutrition and exercise. Now, likewise, the damage error theory also has additions to it. They are wear and tear. That's the damage that naturally occurs as a result of normal aging. If you've attended my fitness classes in person, or if you watch my YouTube channel with the level 1 and the level 2, you hear me talk a lot about working smarter, not harder. And you've seen the emphasis that I put on technique and breathing, because this is very important to help preserve our joints and our muscles. Wear and tear. I'm all about aging smarter. Next is our rate of living hypothesis, and this basically means that a lowered heartbeat leads to greater life expectancy. That's something that you're going to find when you exercise and you eat right. Your heart rate will decrease. The other day, I took my resting heart rate, and it was 47 beats per minute, which is considered in the athlete range. Next is cross-linking. This is the accumulation of cells and tissues that slow down the bodily processes. And then free radicals, I think we all really heard a lot about those, like in the late 80s, early 2000s. Those are things that can actually damage your cells, which prompt the organs to stop functioning. Then we have error catastrophe, which is cell and tissue damage that accumulates, leading to catastrophic failure. And then we have somatic mutations, which are genetic mutations that cause cells to deteriorate and to malfunction. Now, be aware that these are all very basic explanations. The details behind each of these talking points is complex. So for additional information, a good place to start would be the Wikipedia page on aging. And I've included a link here on the Next 50 Fit blog. So the big takeaway here is that aging is a science, one that has fascinated us since the beginning of time. And those who specialize in the field of aging, like respected scientists and gerontologists, even they will humbly admit that they don't fully understand the mechanisms of aging. So what we do know with certainty, is how to improve the quality of our life. You know, since we've been in lockdown, I've seen a lot of these aging sites and, you know, gearing us towards senior fitness and things like that. And they talk about these magic pills and how to age well and yada, yada. And I visit these sites and I click on things that they want me to buy, aging shampoos and aging creams and lotions. These are shams, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, the magic pill, and it's totally free of charge. The magic pill, the only way to delay any disabling condition or illness is, you ready? Through a healthy lifestyle. Study after study supports this claim that nutritious food and regular exercise may cut your doctor visits and hospital stays by 50%. That makes nutritious food and regular exercise the true fountain of youth. Nutritious food and regular exercise is the very foundation of successful and active aging. And at the very least, we're talking about improving your quality of life. Now, with this in mind, let's look at how men and women age. We all know that life expectancy for both has increased. However, longevity still does favor women over men. Men, for example, are more likely to die of heart disease at a younger age than women. Men are also 45% more likely to die from cancer than women. Numerous studies have shown that men who exercise, even men who have a history of heart disease, high blood pressure or stroke, cancer or diabetes, are able to reduce their rates of death by half to 1/3. Wow. Now to women. Our number one cause of death in America is heart disease, and the second is breast cancer. So our biggest takeaway is normal aging is the physical decline in muscle mass and bone density, cardiac output and aerobic capacity, increased blood cholesterol and body fat, and degeneration of nerve cells and stiffening of joints, all of which can be deterred with nutritional food and regular exercise. So with that in mind, that is the end of our chai chat for this week. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and come hang out on the Facebook page Next 50 Living to meet some really awesome Next 50 peeps. And for this transcript, you can visit the Next 50 Fit blog. Until next time, you guys know the score. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay whole.